Hello YouTube stackers, this is ST with Silver Stacking 101. Before I get to the video today, I wish to put in a personal epiphany I have suddenly had after a day of fishing. In my adult life, I have been obsessed with two things: women and crappie fishing. And I have realized, despite being obsessed with both my adult life, just when I think I got either one of them figured out, I realize I don't know a damn thing. Just want to throw that in there. Just had that epiphany the other day. Wanted to share that. Okay, in this video, I am going to discuss the disaster that will be $7,000 per ounce silver. The genesis of this video came from another YouTuber. I was watching his video. He had his camera set up behind his computer and he was looking at his computer monitor. And he played a clip by Robert Kiyosaki in which Kiyosaki says silver can go to $7,000 per ounce or higher. The YouTuber making the video was very pleased with this. He pointed at the monitor and jumped up and bounced up and down and smiled. That would be a great thing in his mind. Now, I'm not going to throw off on Robert Kiyosaki. Well, a little bit I'm going to throw off on Robert Kiyosaki. His first stuff was excellent. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is one of my favorite books of all time. However, he figured out, I think, that pump and dump, get rich quick, makes more money than just getting out there and saying the truth. Not calling him a liar, but there's definitely items he likes to pick to attract viewers. Again, I like Kiyosaki. Some things he comes out with are excellent, but he could be a little bit in la-la land sometimes. Now, here's what $7,000 an ounce silver would be. First, could it happen? Absolutely. When the dollar crashes, I did not say if, when the dollar crashes, and it will. We know this because all fiat currency in the entire history of the world has declined to its intrinsic value. In this case, nothing. So we know that fiat currency crashes. We know that the US dollar will eventually crash. While it is crashing, it will certainly cross $7,000 an ounce for silver. Now, I don't dream pleasant dreams of $7,000 an ounce silver. Rather, it is a nightmare scenario, even if you own silver. Granted, it will be nice to own silver in such an environment, but I will submit that anyone's life in such an environment will be more difficult than it was prior to the crash. I think sometimes the pump and dumpers lead people to believe you could take 100 ounces of silver in this when this happens and go out and buy a mansion. Take 10 ounces of silver and go out and buy an awesome automobile. That is not the case. The normal supply of goods and services will be totally interrupted in a dollar crash. There will be social pandemonium, social upheaval. The government will have to respond with martial law. Liberties will be forever lost. Freedoms done away with. In a society like that, social change happens. No great social change comes from when everything is going along fine. The French Revolution didn't suddenly happen overnight because people just suddenly got idealistic. They got hungry. The Russian Revolution did not happen suddenly because they found this new economic system and had to install communism. It happened because of the poverty in Russia preceding the revolution. The hyperinflation in Germany set the stage for the rise of Nazism and Hitler. It took a civilized European power and turned it into a murderous machine bent on genocide. This stuff happens in perilous economic times. It will not be the same world that we know now. How long will it before the dollar collapses? I believe it will collapse under its own weight in 20 to 25 years, sooner if an intervening event occurs, such as a weapon of mass destruction detonated on United States soil, EMP, etc. That process can be expedited, but it will crash on its own. Next Saturday, I'm going to do a video why that time period makes sense. It's not going to crash on its own this year or next year or the year after, despite the people that come on YouTube try to scare the living crap out of people why it's an imminent collapse. It's going to happen next month. They're the same people that was saying this in 2016, 2015, 2014, 13. You get the picture. Sooner or later, they will be right. A broke clock is right twice a day. So, buy silver. Buy it to hold. But don't be scared into overbuying silver is my point. And also, do not expect these extravagant returns people are talking about. $7,000 an ounce, $30,000 an ounce, $100,000 an ounce, and think that the buying power is any relation at those rates to what it is today with the fiat currency. It would be nice if I could take 10 ounces and get $70,000 buying power today. That's not going to happen. At this point, we're talking about survival. Now, I know this is a lovely, cheery video. That's why I started it out with a joke. If you need to reach me offline, my email address is stsilverstacker@gmail.com. It is in the item description. Subscribe to the channel. Wednesday, I am going to talk about what happened many years ago when I called Mad Money and Kramer. Dumbass. I'm not saying Kramer's lying on his show, but I can tell you from my perspective how many times I had to give the stock I was going to talk about and the amount of time leading up to the show that somebody knew I wanted to ask about a certain stock. Now, he says he doesn't know. I don't know if the producers tell him or not, but I can relay my experience and see if Kramer is maybe BS a little bit. I'll let you be the judge. This is ST with Silver Staking 101. God bless you.